What's up?
How tough was it on Sunday where it just seemed like one thing was going wrong and then another?
It's the worst game I've ever been a part of, special teams wise. It was very, it was tough to go through. You know, it's uncharacteristic because the one thing that we prided ourselves on since we've been here is our coverage teams, and you know, we didn't play well. So everybody had a turn, including me. When you play like that, obviously you don't do a good job. So we gotta get that picked up real quick.
The change at the returner, especially in the punt, because of ball security, or
You mean as far as?
make a change there with your returner?
Well, we're working. I mean, we're working guys as we speak. You know, so we gotta just see how it goes and go from there. But I mean, obviously that's unacceptable. We can't put the ball on the ground. We gotta, you know, maintain field position for our team, and it wasn't a good night. So we gotta get that corrected quickly.
On the illegal formation on the field goal in the third quarter, is that just guys lining up wrong in the wrong?
Oh yeah. So it was a bad mistake, a horrible mistake to make at that time, and you know, you see it about once or twice a year, and unfortunately, you know, the guy that it happened to, you don't want to see that from him because he is one of the best players we have. So you know, we'll get it corrected, and unfortunately, we have to learn a lesson from it. That's the big thing.
If you had to do it again, would you push to give him the chance to kick 62?
Yeah, I think, you know, I mean, that's a head coach's decision. I thought Coop made the right decision. You know, he's hit him in practice. You know, unfortunately, he hasn't had that. Well, I should say, fortunately, he hasn't had that chance very much in the game. But you know, we felt like it was the best thing for our team, and you know, I've seen him hit it before, so it just didn't work out that night. And you know, unfortunately, it's one of those things that you got to live with, and you got to respect the decision. And if it comes up again, we'll see what happens.
Joe, when they're kicking the field goal there at the end, is there any thought to doing the same thing you guys did against New Orleans?
Yeah, like I talked about, though, a lot of times, you know, sometimes it's not there because of alignment, because of the way they play and all those type of things. I mean, that's a play that certain teams line up certain ways, and you know, we just felt like in that situation against Kansas City, it wasn't a good opportunity for that play. I thought our guys gave a heck of an effort on that, and you know, talk about lucky bounces. I've never seen one like that. I can tell you that. I heard a clang from over on the sideline. So, you know, he must have went to mass that morning or whatever and said his Hail Marys and everything. Because I tell you what, now I thought he missed it, and it goes right through the. I mean, 29 years now, I've never seen one go through like that. I've seen him clank on the inside of it and go in that way, but not sideways. So.
How'd your new snapper do?
I thought he did well. You know, he got the holding call. That was the biggest issue. You know, they'd had him, so they tried to go after him a little bit on that, and you know, he got a holding call, which was hurtful. But you know, I thought his field goal location, other than the first one, was good. You know, it's a tough situation to come in on Thanksgiving Day and really have one practice on Friday. So he did a good job for us, and hopefully it gets better this week. When
you're in meetings after a game like that, what kind of tone do you try to set to get things to bounce back?
It wasn't a great tone, I would say. You know, the one thing that I tried to get across to him was, you know, let's not make this you know, get after the players only. You know, I mean, anytime you play poorly, you need to take some responsibility for that, in my opinion. If you're any type of coach, or, you know, you've got to take some responsibility. When you play like that, something you missed during the week. So, you know, I wanted them to know that first, and then we went through the corrections. It wasn't a great week, I can tell you that, but you know, we got to come back strong, and we got a heck of a challenge in front of us this week. I mean, that's the one area of their team that I know for a fact. I can't tell you about offense and defense, but I know for a fact they're darn good on special teams. They've got a guy that, you know, led the league last year in punt returns, and then they've also got one of the top kickoff return groups in the league. So we got our challenges in front of us this week again.
Is Hill one of those guys that's tough to simulate his speed?
You talking about the kid from Kansas City?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you, I mean, what I put on his report that week was world-class speed. So, like, you're talking world-class is like Usain Bolt, you know, who was the guy a long time ago when I was a younger guy? Michael Johnson, okay? Those are elite speed guys. Those are world-class speed guys. And that guy ran a 4.2 something. I mean, he's a world-class guy, and, you know, we didn't